Good morning, Scorpio. If you've come here directly from Taurus's reading, you'll know that it is a beautiful snowy day where I live. I've actually got a couple of inches of snow that I'm really excited to go and play in. So I'm going to get your reading done and uploaded, and then I'm going to go out and play in the snow. Um, let's see what we have for you. Slightly tricky energy coming through these songs. I don't have many intuitive messages. I'm trying to kind of dial back on that a little bit. But the songs that are coming through for you, you've got a version of Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix, but it's a Ktulu, Ktulu version. It's kind of like a heavy metal version of Foxy Lady. So maybe you are a Foxy Lady, maybe you've met a Foxy Lady, maybe someone's coming to get you. You also got, though, a little bit worrying, So In Love With Yourself by Danni Minogue. Checking your reflection is what really turns you on. When you're loving every minute, thinking everyone has gone, you just roll your eyes and you fantasize, thinking I'm the one. It is giving me Wayne's World. Garth was in love with that foxy lady, but he does actually, in the end, strike up the nerve to go and talk to her, and she's responsive. So what I'm picking up on is a sense of insecurity. It's kind of shadow side, that song, So In Love With Yourself by Danni Minogue. It's like maybe someone said this to you. It's kind of painful. It's a bit like, oh, ouch. Actually, talking about that, it came up for me the other week. Something that my grandma once said to me when I was little and I was like playing in the mirror. She once said to me, if you look in the mirror too much, you'll get horns. You'll grow horns. And it kind of stuck with me. This, among other things that have happened in my life that have kind of taught me, I shouldn't. I don't know. I've had an insecurity over my appearance, and kind of this thing about not making the most of myself as well, because I shouldn't make the most of myself. People have told me not to. So I'm kind of breaking through that a little bit this year. That's kind of the shadow work that I've been doing. But it's kind of like maybe someone said something to you. It could be even in childhood or in your past, where it's like, you're so in love with yourself. How could you love anyone else? Like, you love yourself too much. How could you possibly love anyone else as much as you love yourself? And it's actually quite hurtful. So it could be that you're working through that. Or it could just be literally you have a massive ego. A massive ego. That's what she said. But I did actually, as I was thinking that to myself, maybe someone said this to you, the Queen of Pentacles fell out of this deck. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can symbolise a mother or a wife or a boss. So it's a female figure with some sort of authority could have been the one to say this to you. So in love with yourself, how could you love anyone else? Quite hurtful. Always at every party so the pain don't show, talking too much, laughing to yourself. She says as well, the joke's on you. Now that's interesting because the song Joke's on You by Charlotte Lawrence came through for the Taurus reading. So if you are dealing with the Taurus or you've got Taurus placement, you may want to also watch the Taurus reading. I'm not trying to plug more videos, but genuinely I've seen a connection there that you may want to check out. Joke's on You. So that song then, the Joke's on You, drag me to death like a lit cigarette. You took my last breath, now your sugar makes me sick. I've died for you, I've lied for you, I liked it too, but my makeup's ruined. Or my knees are bruised from kneeling to you. I've had enough, but you're too hard to quit. Now your sugar makes me sick. So I just heard my son. I think my son's coming to chat. I'll be back to you in a sec. I was just checking in on him. He's playing Fortnite and he got killed and he doesn't know why. So he's confused. So what have we got then? Yeah. If I had to choose, the joke's on you. So it's like, if you are in a relationship with somebody, make sure that you are treating them well, because if you're treating them badly and they have to choose between you and themselves, they're going to choose themselves. Don't play games, I would say. Scorpio, you can sometimes have a tendency to play games in relationships because part of Scorpio energy is a need to kind of control relationships or to feel like you've got some sense of things going your way. So just be aware of that tendency, especially if you really, really like somebody. They may need you to open up a little bit, or you may be feeling this way about somebody else as well. Jokes on you. Don't take Scorpio for a fool. They're not going to hang around for that. You've got Eyes by Rogue Wave, got The Last Train Home. So again, there's this sense of like going out and partying. Could be that you met somebody at a party, because also you've got Candyman by Christina Aguilera. I met him in a club on Hollywood and Vine. We drank champagne and we danced all night. So yeah, the sense of like you could have definitely met somebody while you were out, or maybe you're going to meet somebody while you're out. Candyman, Tarzan and Jane swinging on a vine. Maybe you've watched Tarzan. They're trying to give me something from Candyman. 1 second. This is sort of giving me like somebody who could definitely be a little bit of a player, which is interesting because that came through also for Taurus. So I don't know if I'm dealing with someone with both Taurus and Scorpio placements. There seems to be a bit of crossover. And I was really careful as well when I got the first couple of songs. I kind of was like, oh, is this still Taurus energy? And I kind of tried to shed it from myself. So I have come into this with clean energy. So yeah, I'm definitely sensing a crossover though between those two signs, which does often happen actually with signs that are opposite each other in the zodiac, because you've got like a push-pull thing going. So yeah, could definitely be somebody here who a masculine energy that kind of likes to go out, likes to party, quite smitten with somebody. But perhaps the female energy, the feminine energy, again, it could swap it over if needs be, but the more feminine energy is coming through saying, I don't quite know if I trust you, you seem like you're just out for a good time, I can see that trail of broken hearts behind you, and that's giving me another song, but I can't quite place it. I can't quite get that one. Yeah, we'll see. Let's get you a randomized song though from Spotify and see what kind of the main theme for your reading is. So I want a general message, the best song that you can pick from this New Year's Eve bangers playlist, which is just a random playlist that I found. I don't really know all the songs that are on it. So the best song, please, that you can pick for Scorpio's reading today. Best song for Scorpio's reading. Killers, Hot Fuss. Now, I need to check that song that was coming through because I've got a feeling it was Killer by Valerie Brossard. It's like I saw the broken hearts in your backseat. I'm going to have to try and get it. Hold on. Okay, so this Trail of Broken Hearts, I can't quite get what it is. Is it Billie Eilish? But the song that I thought it was, which I think is what they were trying to get me to, because you've got that Killer, the Killers band, is Killer by Valerie Brossard. Looking sweet, but boy, and looking sweet, Candyman, right? But boy, I know you're sneaky with trophies in your backseat. The girls that came before were easy until you met me. They told me you were a killer. I saw your collection of hearts and I should have known better. The only way out of this thriller is if I am a killer too. My tongue is sharper than a switchblade. You've been trying to elevate my heart rate, but you don't scare me no more. So it's somebody's met the match, haven't they? Somebody's met the match in a relationship, in love. It's like all the girls, I really feel like it's a connection with Taurus's reading. It's so strange. All the girls came before were easy until you met me. And then you've got this killer song, Mr. Brightside. It says Hot Fuzz as well. I don't know if somebody's been watching the movie Hot Fuzz. I love those movies with Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. Something, open your eyes, the eyes theme again. Somebody could have very nice eyes. It's just to kind of explain, it's not a literal killer. It's talking about somebody who's kind of a heartbreaker. Your collection of hearts, it's broken hearts. Somebody who's definitely could have met the match with somebody. It's like turning tables. There's a lot of karma in the air. So I'm not surprised that this theme has come up again. So this could actually be what, Scorpio, you may be learning a lesson here, or you may be teaching somebody a lesson as we move into 2021. So we'll see what that is. I'm going to finish listening to that Mr. Brightside song and get the general feel of that. Again, it talks about meeting somebody when they're out, like getting a cab. So that could be somebody that you're going to meet in 2021 when all the lockdown restrictions lift again. So yeah, let's get into it. Ouch. Ouch, that song. I feel like I wasn't quite getting it, what they wanted me to get from it. I've got a few more notes. Open up your eyes, coming out of my cage, coming out of lockdown, right? It was only a kiss, but because I felt like I wasn't getting something from it, that I was missing something, I went and watched the video, and it could be that there's a third party situation here where somebody's very, very strongly attracted to somebody who's already in a committed relationship, and he's saying it's all in my head, but he's taking off a dress now, I just can't look. And it's like the thought of what this person that he kind of feels this strong attraction to is doing with other people is too much. It's like playing with his head. So difficult energy that we're going into there. We'll see what we get from that. Okay. It's funny because I paused on 9:44. I made a note so I could remember the timestamp, and I just paused again to make sure I was tuned in. And I paused on 10:44, so 44s could definitely be important for you. Right, Scorpio. Best overall theme, please. Woo, for Scorpio's reading. I am not taking these. I flicked those off trying to make sure that card came out. My heart just pulled, so I don't know if you saw something there that you wanted to see. They're telling me split the deck, so okay. Yeah, so they do want the healer and Kairos. So that is kind of, I think that's truth, Kairos. Again, eyes, again. The stone and the healer and truth. There's a hair that I can't quite, I keep feeling this hair, and then, you know, when there's a hair but you can't get it and you can't feel it and you can't see it. What's that? There's something, everything I say is part of the reading for some reason. And your reading's coming through, Scorpio. You're one of the most mysterious signs of the zodiac. You've kind of got a kind of like mystical, spiritual thing about your sign, and it's coming through today where you're being a little bit elusive, kind of finding it hard to get a proper handle on your energy. So I don't know if I'm getting the energy of the people around you rather than you. So just be aware of that as we go into this. The healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting. It is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. Now that's interesting because it was saying, the sense of that song and the videos that this person's trying to turn away from what he's imagining is happening, but it's almost saying like you have to look at the thing that's upsetting in order to heal it. The healer approaches this in multiple ways from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. When light, self-contained, grateful and awake. When dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. Go deeper. Asclepius, Ear and Dhanvantari. The wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who I need to start again. The wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and the ego as a means for deeper integration. So it's not like, oh yeah, I did that shadow work on Wednesday, I'm healed. It's a continual process. When you feel the pain, when something's hard to look at, it's more important to look at it. Is that an eye there in the center as well? Yeah, so it's all about looking and seeing truth, seeing things in the cold, hard light of day, and then saying, right, what do I feel about this and why? What is this bringing up? It could be like unresolved childhood issues, or again, things that people have said to you, like with that Danni Minogue song. Something there for you to look at and do that shadow work with. The image of the serpent is eternally tied to healing and medicine, both Western, the Kadakas, and Eastern, the Kundalini. It's funny as well because I'm feeling that Kundalini energy today. My spine is absolutely roasting. Study the serpent and its power. Okay. I'm having one of those trying not to speak days, like trying not to say everything that pops into my head for a change. The stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. My left ear has just gone very, very hot. So I don't know if you've got like a heat to your left ear for some reason, or pain, or like maybe you're resting your hand on your left ear, it's making it hot, or you've got your phone to your left ear, or somebody could be talking about you, left for love, right? Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. What I'm getting immediately is if you are doing some kind of shadow work or healing work, you may want to get some crystals to aid that with you. You know, like is it Reiki, or what is it, where they put the stones on you and it's like healing energy? A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, Foxy lady, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone, so it could be something to do with somebody having a wedding ring, like, or an engagement ring. So somebody may roam, but they always come back home. That rhymed. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy, again healer remedy, for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. When light, steadfast, loyal, committed, present. When dark, weighed down, holding back, cold. Go deeper, Caspar David Fredericks, A Walk at Dusk. I've got something to tell you in a minute, so I'm trying to get through this. In Jewish mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. Build a cairn in nature, find inspiration in Andy Goldsworthy's stone egg forms. Right, the reason why I'm getting a bit flustered is because I've got an energy and it's pressing here. So it's like an energy holding my hand, but it's like pressing here. So I don't know if you've had something, maybe carpal tunnel syndrome or something, but it's like a very insistent pressing here. Now I don't know why, but it must be for some reason. Maybe they're drawing attention to like my wrist, my bracelet. Maybe it's something to do with the bracelet that you wear. Perhaps you wear something out of habit. From an old relationship, it could be keeping you tied to that old relationship, and you may be trying to heal that relationship and wondering why you can't let it go, but perhaps you're still wearing a piece of jewelry with a stone on that keeps you tethered to something that you're trying to release, possibly. Okay, so Kairos is about speaking truth and seeing clearly. I think that's what I'm taking from it today. I'm not reading underlying cards because I don't want to, I'm trying to shorten down the length of the readings a bit. Right, we're going to go, what were you supposed to learn? What lessons were you supposed to learn in 2020? What do you need to release? What opportunities are coming towards you in 2021? And what blockages or obstacles or challenges may arise that interfere with you going for your goals? So lessons that Scorpio was supposed to learn in 2020, please. Thank you. Which way, please? Yeah, in the reverse. I'm going to have to pull a clarifier on this one. Interesting lesson to learn. So the King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is bad with money, or who is not dependable, who is or could be too obsessed with money, too clingy to tangible things, jealous, greedy, controlling, not helpful. It doesn't have to be all these things, but this is some of the meanings of this card. So again, I will pull clarifiers. So you could be overly controlling, Scorpio possibly, or dealing with somebody who's overly controlling, or I'm strongly getting control. Now it's interesting that it came through as the King of Pentacles in reverse though. You could possibly be some kind of boss, or this could be some kind of father figure or boss or person of authority. It's interesting it's coming through as the King of Pentacles and not the Hierophant or the Emperor. So it's specifically something to do with something material and tangible. I'm going to get clarifiers on that because I'm not sure what that's trying to tell me. Okay, so what interesting as well, 9 of Pentacles on the underlying there. So this can mean going independent from a situation with somebody else. So I can definitely see how this fits one Scorpio already. This could be that you are freeing yourself from some kind of contracts with somebody. The King and Queen of Pentacles are in a partnership. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is free from a partnership, who's independent. So could be leaving it as leaving a partner, for example, if that partner was not good in a relationship. Or you could be leaving a relationship situation. Could be work, could be marriage, could be some kind of formal situation. So it doesn't have to be for all of you. It's in the underlying, so it's a separate message for a small group of you. As I say, I can see how that fits, at least for one Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to release? What does Scorpio need to release? What does Scorpio need to release, please? Can I get one card, please, for what Scorpio needs to release? Nope. That was half the deck. What does Scorpio need to release, please? There we go. Knight of Swords. So you may need to literally release some kind of communication. There may be something that you need to communicate to others or to take action on. The Knight of Swords is somebody who needs to take action, who needs to communicate something, who's rushing into a situation. So you may actually need to release the expectation of communication, the expectation of action, or you need to be the person who releases this into the world. So I will again put clarifiers on that in a moment. I'm just checking that I've got everything from that. What opportunities are coming in for Scorpio in 2021? Thank you. The Chariot, fast movement. It's the Cancerian card. You could be dealing with somebody with a Cancerian placement. You could possibly have the opportunity to make a decision. Now, I did see the Seven of Cups, which is about options or making a choice, making a decision between weighing up different offers. So you may be faced with a decision-making process, or you may be making a decision and then taking swift, fast action. You've got two cards here about fast action. So it's almost like releasing the need to control communication, or the need to take action allows you the opportunity to take action in a strange way. You could literally have an opportunity to travel somewhere. It could be traveling at a great distance as well, with the Chariot card, which symbolizes travel. So again, I'll put clarifiers, but there's an opportunity for very swift, rapid movement here once the decision has been made. Can I get a card, please, on any kind of hurdles or obstacles or challenges that Scorpio may need to overcome or may face? The Ace of Pentacles. So there's something regarding a new start. It's a tangible new beginning. This Ace of Pentacles, you can see it's like a seed of an idea. So they can lead to a lot of growth. They can lead to a lot of abundance. But for some reason, it's a challenge for you. So there may be you may be leaving a situation and starting a new situation, but it does present challenges. It may feel overwhelming for you. Again, I'll need to put clarifiers because your energy is a little bit slippery there, Scorpio. You are a secretive sign. The Knight of Wands there in the underlying. This is kind of like the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands for me, because it has these wands in the background too. So the Knight of Wands, again, these two knights are like they take very, very fast action. The Knight of Wands is very creative, very passionate, very fiery. You can see that they're kind of almost like at a festival having a good time. So it could be telling you something here to do with like where it's saying release the Knight of Swords, but you've got this Knight of Wands in the underlying. It may be saying you need to release any tendency you have to be quite cold, to be quite abrasive, quite abrupt, and instead of being maybe a little bit businesslike, perhaps try and be a little bit more fun-loving, a little bit more passionate, especially if you're trying to inspire other people or communicate to other people, because people respond better normally to somebody who's very vivacious and passionate and enthusiastic about what they're doing. The Knight of Swords is enthusiastic, but they're also quite cold, and they can be a little bit cutting. So possibly a message there, especially if you're dealing with like foundations or some kind of community or party or celebration of some sort of milestone possibly there. Also noticing the kind of black horse on this card and the black horse here, and the white motorbike and the white horse. So again, you could be trying to harness two different energies. You may have to make a choice to move in one direction that's more passionate and move away from a direction that's more cold. Okay, why is the King of Pentacles in reverse, please? Is that wanting to come out? No. Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse, please? Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse? Can I get another clarifier? Thank you. Well, quite a few there. Okay, got story time. So the King of Pentacles in reverse is because there's no passion here. There's no growth. There's no... somebody could be very, very immature. But it's kind of like... So, as I say, the King of Pentacles can be a boss or a father or a husband type figure. Somebody normally who's working with others, normally somebody who has a position of authority. But with this Page of Wands in reverse, it's somebody who's very... could be there's no passion, there's no growth there. But it could be also that this person's very immature, especially sexually immature. So, yeah, definitely... getting out of a situation there, or there's been a lesson learnt there. Yeah, perhaps blocking this person, realizing that they're quite immature. They're not the King of Wands. They're not even a Page of Wands, right? So yeah, definitely learning how to block this energy out. It could be actually that this person comes in as a Knight of Wands, which can indicate a player energy. It isn't the upright though, not the reverse. So story time is there's heartbreak here, and you have learnt the lesson with the World card here. This is, you've completed that cycle, you've completed that lesson, you've learnt how to stand up to an energy that is immature. It's not a positive energy at all there. There could have been conflict, especially verbal conflict. You can see though that the kind of the story that these cards are giving us, there was heartbreak here. The swords were in the heart, but here the swords are not in the heart. There's two that are on the ground. These people have dropped their swords, they're walking off, they're leaving the situation. This person's recovered, they've got those three swords in their hands. They've communicated two truths to two different people who have dropped their swords and walked away, but she's holding on to a third truth which she's pointing down to the ground. So there's something with that. I am going to put these cards back in because I feel like they may possibly want to come out again to explain more of this. So let's see. Why do we have to let go of the Knight of Swords? Why does Scorpio have to let go of the Knight of Swords? Okay, being a little bit secretive here. You're definitely not interested in somebody anymore. And you're being quite secretive about this, but there's something that you feel quite burdened with. This is the Wounded Warrior card. You've been quite hurt actually in a situation. It's kind of been a very, very long process, but the thing is, this person survived it. It's kind of like it took a lot out of them. They get very, very worn by the situation, but they're still stood up. They're still guarding their territory. They're still determined to hold on to whatever it is that they're doing. It is coming through as a very guarded energy today. You can see that the Four of Pentacles is a shield card. It's my guarded card. It can again indicate somebody who's been clinging on to something, somebody who's possessive. But this is like this person's kind of like guarding that wall of wands that they've got. And this person also has the arms folded. So you may be... Let me just check I'm getting this right, because there's two ways I can read this. So for some of you, you may have been very, very guarded in a situation, or it's coming through as guarded. This person may have been possessive, but it's coming through overall as being very, very guarded, very defensive, especially in terms of emotions, because this Four of Cups here is somebody who's not interested in any of these options, not interested in any of the cups that are being offered. So whatever these cups symbolize for you, you don't want to partaking in any of those cups anymore. You can see she's even dropped a phone. It's like this person may have been like, I'm even getting off social media now, because I just... It's taking too much out of me. But the universe is trying to bring in this kind of like divine cup, which represents a very, very healthy, loving, kind of divinely led connection that's going to be very, very good for you. But at the moment, you're shielded because I think you've got a little bit of pain from something from the past there. Definitely this wounded warrior energy. So I think for some of you, this is telling you to drop the defenses and take action, to walk away from something where you felt very, very defensive. Or it may be that they want you to communicate where perhaps you've possibly even blocked somebody on social media. It's saying like you need to communicate what you need to communicate in order for this to end. Could be that somebody's blocked you and you need to release the need to communicate with them or take action towards them. So take that as it resonates. But I feel like once this has been dropped, whatever this is for you, then this very, very fast action comes in. It's like then the universe is like, right, it's go time. You've got over that hurdle, whatever that was, and now it's time for this new opportunity. So tell me about this new opportunity, please. Okay. Very, very secretive again. The Hierophant could definitely be dealing with the Taurus, and the Eight of Swords. If you have been feeling trapped in a situation, literally like hands tied, traps, there's no communication happening, your hands are bound, maybe you can't communicate because your hands are bound, you feel like you're in the dark somehow in a situation, with this Hierophant card, and again this Hierophant card is very controlling. It could indicate there's some kind of institution that you're part of that's controlling what you can and can't communicate. But there's an opportunity for movement forward with this, for action. Once a decision has been made, I do feel like somebody is making a decision. It may be somebody outside of you making a decision, which will help you to be released from that feeling of feeling quite stuck. Can I get another card on the Hierophant, please? Why is the Hierophant here? The Hierophant is here with justice. Yeah, somebody's making a decision here. There's some kind of very, very official decision being made. You could be making a very official decision, or somebody else could be making it. It could be out of your hands. It's kind of like almost like I don't know, but you're feeling very stuck. Again, I feel like you can't communicate until this decision's made, but once the decision's made, it's like fast action, movement forward. This is Taurus, this is Libra. Can you tell me about the Eight of Swords? Thank you. This was again was hiding. So you're going to move on from a situation, at least mentally. Mentally, you're going to be able to move from a situation that's very turbulent, like whatever this was in the past, to calmer waters. It's almost like spirits guiding you out of a situation. Justice is coming, and here's karma. So you've got, this is Libra and Scorpio, so you've got Libra and Libra, but this is kind of like it's Phoenix energy for me. Sometimes it could be hearing a call, knowing that you need to move, feeling very divinely led away from a situation where you felt very, very stuck. And there's fast movement here, or the opportunity to have fast movement. You could, again, literally be moving somewhere. So if you felt like something was kind of like dead, there could be a rebirth in this. It could be that maybe a relationship that you felt was over, you could get a second wind in it. Now, if you don't want that, this can also mean kind of like a new life or a brand new cycle coming in. You had that World card that showed you've learned some kind of lesson. Now, if you've learned the lesson, karma comes along to kind of deliver you a new opportunity that is based on the decisions you've made and the way that you've acted in a previous situation. So if you've made good choices, you're definitely going to go into a new cycle here that feels there's a huge amount of passion and action behind it. I feel like you're going to be very enthusiastic about it. It almost feels like your true calling. Can you tell me about the Ace of Pentacles? What's the challenge here with this Ace of Pentacles? Because the Ace of Pentacles is actually very positive. Knight of Wands. So there could be some kind of temptation in regards to this Ace of Pentacles. What could challenge you, though, is if you're starting some kind of new project, maybe a new job or a new hobby, something. It's something new and it's something tangible and practical. It's something you can kind of grasp in your hands. So it could be to do with money or career or something tangible. There's a huge. You've probably got a huge amount of passion for it now. You've got the Knight of Wands twice now. So your challenge could be controlling your passion or maintaining the passion for it, because it's very new. It's not really planted in the ground yet. It's not sprouting anything yet. It's more of an idea or a concept. So it's something that you're going to have to really persevere with, especially with that Nine of Wands over there. So yeah, keeping that energy level up, keeping the enthusiasm up. But I think the main thing that's coming through is that you need to be in this Knight of Wands energy, this passion. You need to keep the passion alive somehow. The Lovers card is on the underline there, just to kind of show you. Yeah, feeling very, very... Could be a Gemini. I'm just noticing the angels on these two cards with the red wings. It feels like very much like the universe is coming in to pull you out of a situation that I think you were treated very unfairly. So you're getting some kind of decision here, which is going to move you out of a situation. It's going to open up things for you. You're gonna want to move with your passion. Don't overthink. That's what it is. Don't overthink a situation. Don't overanalyze, over-strategize. Keep that passion alive. There's Scorpionic energy underlying that. Yeah, death and the devil. So don't fear any kind of ending. Don't get trapped in a situation. The death card with the devil card is brilliant. Okay. Sorry, this is Capricorn, not Scorpio. This is a really, really good combination to get. Even though these are two of the most difficult cards in the tarot, the reason why is because the death comes in. It doesn't mean a literal death, but it means some kind of complete ending, like completely, like that situation is gone and done with. Is never coming back. And what's ending is some kind of devil energy. Now the devil is what keeps us chained, so it can be obsessions, addictions, unhealthy habits, unhealthy cycles, being chained to some kind of work situation or person who's very controlling. Again, you had a really controlling energy up there. So death is riding in on that white horse to save the day and break the chains, because what happens after this, you can see the similarity of these two cards. So whatever was a dark situation, whatever was being spoiled by some kind of controlling nature or addictions, is getting replaced by something that feels much more divinely led and wholesome and happy. It could be that literally you're having a rebirth in this energy. So it could literally be a relationship where perhaps there was addictions. Perhaps it was like an alcohol dependency or a sexual addiction. It was damaging the relationship. If you do the work and heal, both people heal, you can have a rebirth and you can have a healthy relationship. So it's either a relationship that's having a rebirth and it's becoming much healthier, or it's letting go of an old situation in order to have a new situation coming in. It's actually really, really quite beautiful energy, Scorpio. So take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And again, you've got the Eight of Wands, which along with the Chariot and the Knight of Wands and the two Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords and the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, there's a huge amount of passion and energy and action in this reading. Again, another motorbike, so somebody could definitely have a motorbike. I know one Scorpio who has a motorbike already. Yeah, looking really, really good. A lot of energy, a lot of action. Right, let's they're giving me a little less conversation, a little more action. Is it? It's not. I can't get no satisfaction, is it? You're not gonna break my heart, so satisfy me, satisfy me. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Yeah, so you're eager to get going. I was just writing that down. Can I get a spirit guide, a spirit animal, please, for Scorpio for 2021? Oh, that's too many. Right, we're going to go again, because that was definitely too many. I don't know which one they want me to take. You've got the Swan and Coyote there. Time for a deep dive and trust in divine detours. Yeah, so if you may have to take a circuitous route to get to your goals. There may be obstacles put in your path where you're like, can I not just do what I want to do? Can I not, a little less talking, a little more action? But it's like divine detours are there to kind of align everybody so that they're in the perfect position, so that when something does happen, it's kind of fire on all cylinders, if you like. Yeah, it's what is it? Rejection is God's protection, kind of thing. It's if something's not happening, it's because it's not the right quite the right time. So don't fret it. Just enjoy yourself. Can I get one card? A video card. Can I get one spirit animal, please, for Scorpio? I was meant to be doing short readings this week, and I've just ended up doing 2 readings. I was actually meant to have the week off, and it's just not happened. It's like the universe went, you think you're having a week off, do you? Well, we're going to make you do 2 readings this week instead. Antelope spirit, someone else had that, and the buffalo spirit, the abundance universe will provide. Is that just one card? So life is speeding up, the abundant universe will provide. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. 24, 19 and 2 could all be significant numbers. It's number 10. I don't know why I saw it as number 19, but again, could be significant. If I see something wrong, it's probably for a reason. Anything that happens in a reading is part of the reading. So antelope spirit, life is speeding up. If you see any of these animals, if you hear a reference to them, if you see them on TV, if you see them in a newspaper or something, pay attention, because it could be the divine trying to get your attention, trying to make you notice something, maybe notice your own thoughts or something that's happening around you. Could be some sort of sign to you. So life is speeding up. When the antelope spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action towards making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it's important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now it is time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Yeah, exactly. You're saying all that energy. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. Number 2 as well, which is about partnerships. So you may hear some kind of news, which kind of is interesting that it's Buffalo Spirit, but I opened it on Cow Spirit. I don't know if there's any significance to that. Just with them being similar animals. Buffalo Spirit, number 10. This is about endings and new beginnings. So again, you kind of, your reading did not lead with the 10 of Swords, did it? Did I pull it out and put it away again? The abundant universe will provide. Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of the abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing and appreciating the abundance. So too do you have many gifts available to you. The Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires. So 2 cards about manifesting with Spirit. Not by force or by pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around. Whether it be love, money, inspiration or support, it's all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come in a form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remind you to co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see the conditions you desire, not just for yourself but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good. So offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. Okay, Scorpio, hope that was helpful to you. Do take care. Have a brilliant 2021 if I don't see you before New Year's Eve. And yeah, party hard. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. Take care and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.